Everybody, so today I'm gonna tell you about my code in this project, in this final project. So first of all, I'm gonna tell you my name. My name is Axel, and my Mandarin name is Shiping. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, and so sorry for explaining this in English since my Mandarin is not that great. So first of all, I'm gonna show you what my code does, but before that, let me show you what my file looks like. Okay, so this is what my file looks like. This file actually is talking about a certain company, and then there are their name of the person, and then this one is where they're from, and then this is where they what position they are in, for example like secretary and such, and then these are their genders, and these are the gender codes for them. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into the code right away. First, let's try to run this. So we are loading the library here, and then making a new file path for the file, which is the one that I've shown before, and then it will use an if else, which is if blah blah blah, if it doesn't exist it will say this, and if it exists it will say file is found. Now we are trying to read the file, blah 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 blah, and then next here we can see that the file is successfully read as a CSV, so that's a great sign that the code is working. Now let's glimpse the data. By glimpsing we can see the like the indexes, like for example the name, there are names here, all the names, and then the indexes, it's here, and then etc., and then the gender here. Next we will try to translate the indexes. For example, this one is index, and then role, and then name, and then the organization, position, gender, and also the gender code. Let's continue. Oops, that's wrong. Let's continue from here. Okay, and then we rename from male to female to unknown. And then we also change the role from, for example, this one is member, and then Sarah and Sarah. Oops, let's start from here. This part is all the translation part, and then the summarize part also, to summarize the data, and then there's also the missing summary for data that is unknown. Next. Now we are getting into the plotting part, which is to plot the graph here. Let's continue. Now as we can see, this one is the missing summary, which is the gender that is not included, and we can see that there are 23 males and 16 female in this company. Then the role distribution, there are 12 secretaries, there are 14 like members and other stuff like here. And then this one is the combined role and gender, so there are 6 female secretary, 6 male secretary, and then all the other stuff. And then this one is the complete code. This one is also a complete one. Now we can visualize here that there it will in RStudio it can help us to visualize the data, which is here for the gender data, that there are more female than compared to male, and etc. There are also the role distribution is mostly like secretary and this stuff right here. I'm sorry because I don't know how to read that. Next, this one is the role and gender distribution combined. As you can see, there are the same number of secretary and a secretary for both male and female. So yes, you can see here. Next, 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 and then there are also the data for the missing. Where are the missing data here? And that's it, I think, for my explanation. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.